Ready.
The upsides to teaching. That's such a great question. I think, obviously everybody's answer for why we get into the profession is for kids. We want to be around kids, we want to be helping them. But I think what you find as you start teaching is that no matter how crazy things get in a day or the politics that play into a building that can frustrate you, you always go back to your kids. So it's kind of been a crazy week for me, for example this week, but my kids took MAPS test today, which is a test of their reading skills, and it's computerized, and we track where they were at the beginning of the year to where they're at now to show growth. And I had so many kids who made such incredible growth, and just sharing that with them and seeing how excited and how great they felt was such an incredible thing for them, but such an incredible thing for me. The hugs that you get, the smiles that you get, just seeing how happy they are, it can really just make everything else kind of melt away when you are, really doing the best that you can for them. So I would say that's a huge upside. Another upside to teaching is being able to be creative and never having things be the same. I think that in a lot of professions, you walk into your office, you sit at your desk, and the work is pretty similar and pretty consistent. With teaching, every day is a new adventure, and you kind of have to treat it that way. You never know what it's going to bring, good and bad, but it does allow me, I think one of the things I love is that I get to kind of mold things into the way that I want to do them, and I get to infuse my personality into my classroom, whether the way it's decorated or, classroom management techniques, and it's such a personalized thing, and I think that that's a really cool experience that a lot of other professions don't have, so I think that's a huge upside as well. Obstacles to teaching. I think the obstacles are knowing that the work never stops, so not being able to leave it at work like other professions. In business, you can leave a project on your desk on Friday and just walk in on Monday and pick up with it, and you're not thinking about it over the weekend. With teaching, you're constantly thinking about it. You have more you can grade, you have lessons that you can retweak, you have parent emails that you can be sending. There's just a lot of workload that I don't think you really understand until once you get in it. I know I had no clue until I was in my first year of teaching how much is actually involved in every day. I always tell people you could do it 24 hours a day and still not have everything finished. So that can definitely be hard. Another obstacle I think is just the politics, and that's kind of come up for me over the last few years of just knowing that your job is so tied into funding and what politicians decide, and all of these different pieces that play into it. And I think the best advice I can give on that front is just to try and ignore it, because you can't control what's going to happen. So just trying to stay in your classroom and not worry about all of the other things playing into it. The other obstacles I would say, when you have difficult children, that can cause frustrations, and also if you have difficult parents, that can cause frustrations as well. So just trying to understand that we're human too, and just doing the best that you can with everything that comes your way, because your obstacles honestly can look different every day of the week, but it's just all about taking a breath and figuring out a way to get through it. And your teammates and your colleagues are probably the best people to help you, because I know people have no clue unless they're in teaching what the obstacles actually look like. They think obstacles are your kid glued something wrong on a page, but there's so much more to that. So I think venting to people who know to help get you through those tough spots is definitely something that'll help with that too. So.